Greetings. I come from Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus Christ. My name is Shireen. I work at the Betlehem Bible College ministry, and it's just a wonderful ministry that tries to actually survive in the midst of this situation. So we're one of the few organizations, Bible colleges, that are, in the midst of this area, which is Bethlehem, where most of the Christians are actually living in Bethlehem. What do? We give a certificate in theology. If people want to study theology, they come to the Betlehem Bible College. Besides that, we also have the online program, which is also teaching theology, but in Arabic, which makes our program very, very unique. Besides that, we have the Shepherd Society, which is the social arm of the Betlehem Bible College. We chose to be part of the community, and the Shepherd Society chose to be part of the community rather than segregate ourselves from the community, the fact that we're a minority. We do many kinds of humanitarian work. Nowadays, the situation is really bad in Bethlehem, especially also, not only Bethlehem, in Gaza, because I'm a Palestinian and I'm part of the Palestinian community. And Palestinians are scattered in two areas, one called Gaza and one called Bethlehem, and actually West Bank. So we try to serve the community, the Palestinian community, in different various ways, either providing food, job creation. We try to also provide medications to many people, because the medical system and the educational system in the West Bank and Gaza has collapsed. The situation in Gaza is really bad. According to the SIJ, we can say, and the court in general, we know that the situation in Gaza has reached to the point that it is called genocide. Many people don't like the word genocide because they think, you cannot be so exaggerating by saying that. But the truth it is, because over 45,000 people killed within the last 15, 16 months, 20,000 are children, 70% of the number were children and women, besides those who are still under the rubble. So what we see as Palestinians or people, not only as Christians, we just see that, it's beyond catastrophe, and the pain is so much, and people nowadays are starving in Gaza because since March 3rd, there was no humanitarian aid coming into Gaza. So the situation is very, very, frustrating. To be honest, it's not a problem to be Christian. We sometimes and many times have been asked by the international friends and communities, how come you live among Muslims? But we share the same culture. We share the same language, we share the same culture, the same food. We have been together for over 1,000 years. So when it comes to the reality on the ground, it's not about whether you're a Christian or a Muslim. Actually, the Christians have a very important role to do while living in the midst or in the middle with Muslims. Our problem, to be honest, is occupation. When I say occupation, because unfortunately none of us is treated as a normal human being, and that breaks my heart, because I look at the rest of the world. I see how people are living in Sweden, and I say, why not Palestine? We're not treated as humans, and that's really sad. And put aside all kinds of, let's say, faith, and think about it as a human. And if we want to think about it also as Christians, the Bible is clear, we're all created in the image of God. That means we're all equal. But unfortunately, we don't see that in my country. PMU, together with the Butcherke, have been amazing supporters. And I want to actually salute both of them, because during the hard times we were paid a visit by the church and by PMU. They came at the time where many of our friends abandoned us, came in solidarity to say, we're there, we love you, and so on. Today I come here to Sweden. It's a blessing for me to be here, to actually be part of a workshop that PMU has taken place also. And on Friday we're meeting the Butcherke team as well, and I'm also speaking, God's willing, on Sunday for the church. Yes, I know there are words that will be said that will make some people unhappy. But I'm here to convey a message to the church. And we as a church should not be silent. There are so many people in the world that are suffering. And some of these people are my people. We cannot be complicit by saying this is okay. When we see people hurting, we have to stand and say, here we are. We are against evil. We're against the killing and the starvation of a nation, whether in South Africa, whether in America, whether in Palestine, anywhere in the world. So I'm here to convey a message to the church and say, are you complicit? Are you aware of what is really happening in the world? Or do you only care about your own? And that's also a problem, because there are so many churches that they are only evolved around themselves. I'm not accusing any church, of course, but what has been happening the last year and a half was really horrible by so many brothers and sisters that we thought were brothers and sisters in Christ. And yet, because of this war, because we stood against evil, we said, the Lord, my King, is not allowing, should not allow this, and I have to speak on behalf of my people, the believers. We have been also accused of anti-Semitic. And this is very sad, because if you stand against the wrong, then you should be called follower of Jesus. We've had projects, and we still have projects that are so important and vital for the Palestinian community. Our project's core is try to change mindsets of people. I can give an example for that. You know, we've had the honor killing. We stressed so hard through our supporters that whoever kills for any reason should be punished for it. Our cultural community thinks that, you know, if you can claim it's an honor thing, then you can be out of prison. But you should be actually punished for that. So finally, and recently, about 2 years ago, they implemented the law, and they said, now, if you do such a thing, you should be punished for it. So such things are very important, because you need to have a healthy community. With the equation of what is happening in Gaza, you know, if you say to anyone who is a supporter of the Israeli government, why is this happening? And then the answer would be, the automatic, you know, reasonable answer would be self-defense. Or it would be, we want to get rid of Hamas. But the truth is that Hamas is not all the time among the nation. People who are killed are innocent children. And Hamas also, unfortunately, has become an ideology. And that itself is scary. So no matter how many people they kill mostly the innocent people. So we have to be careful. We don't want more children to be created as, or to be raised as extremists. We want peace lovers. But to have peace, there has to be justice. And if there is no justice, people will continue to adopt such a mentality. Unfortunately, my people are being punished as a collective punishment for something that many of them have not actually committed. And we have to be very careful. Never ever say that a Palestinian, an Arab speaker, is an extremist or is a criminal, or even as a Christian also, because we as Christians are against any kind of killing. So we are not in favor with whoever is being killed. This is wrong according to our principle, our faith as Christians. But yet we have to stand for right and wrong. And this is wrong when we are being treated like all criminals and all have been punished because of one act that we are not responsible for.